Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the live stream today. This is Family Aspect, and I'm Charles, your host. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching from. I believe YouTube is sending out the notification right now. As you already know, we're going to be talking about things every man should know about their woman. Things every man should know about their woman. All right. So let's get started. So invite everybody, and share this video as we continue to talk about this subject. Thank you very much for joining us. And wherever you're watching from, please indicate where you're watching from. I would like to know where you're watching from. I'd like to know where you're watching from. This is a live stream, and we have a lot to talk about today. So, in a relationship, in reality, we have a lot of concerns. We have families having challenges with recognizing and dealing with each other. Men hardly recognize the needs of their wives. When we have women also, on the other hand, have a difficulty to relate and deal with their husbands. So we have a very complex situation in terms of relationship or relating with each other when it comes to uh, um, marriage, those who are married and those we're living with. So I'm intending to address something very important on this subject today. So I want you to share this video and invite those you know to be part of this stream, because we are going to be analyzing certain things, and I'm willing to take your questions and your concerns about this subject as well. I wouldn't mind to address some of those things with you online. Here we are live now. So thank you very much for joining us. And I want to say a big thank you to every one of you that have been supporting us on this channel, subscribing to our channel and watching our videos. I believe I've received countless of comments and messages from a lot of people, a lot of you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your expressing your excitement, and also your fulfillment in viewing our video. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad that some of these things we're sharing is making great impact in your life. I'm very excited about that. Now, the things that every man should know about their wives is a very important subject. There are things that men do not know about the woman that they marry or they are intending to marry. And that is another big crisis in the relationship world. The assumption that I know who I'm getting married to is very huge in relationship today all around the world. I'm not just talking about in a very few secular environment. No, I'm talking about globally. It is so stark that a lot of people who do not know who they are dating or do not understand the personality of their spouses is huge. Now, I've done a series before on what the things every woman should know about their man. All right. And the things every woman should, or every woman needs to know about their man, about a man, I think. So you look for that on the playlist on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to listen to that, especially those of you watching now, your ladies you're watching. So you'll be able to listen to that. And we're going to be spending some time here today to look at this various points and talk about them. And also, you ask your questions. I would like you to ask questions. And if you have any contributions you want to make, don't hesitate to make your contributions as well. It's going to be awesome to take your contributions or questions that you have to offer on this live stream today. Okay. So, firstly, understand that relationship is responsibility. Relationship is work. All right. Now you're already there. You need to understand that there are work that you need to put in. There are things that you need to do. And that is exactly what we're looking at today on the subject. So, first, what are the things that a man need to know? What is this thing about a woman that men need to know? We're looking at the woman's life and personality. You see, the woman's life and personality. So this is so important. What are the things that you want to look out for in a woman? What are the things? So I'm waiting for a lot of you to come in and join me online, and then we'll be able to take it further, if you don't mind. So let's wait for a few more people to come in. Come on in, everybody, and then we'll begin. We'll begin. We're looking at the insight today, the insight into a woman's life and personality. The insight into a woman's life and personality. And that's what we're looking at today. So I encourage you to join here quickly, and while I start talking about it. Thank you very much for joining us wherever you're watching from. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. All right, let's look at it. Firstly, in most cases, a woman's word is the opposite of man's word. In most cases, a woman's word is the opposite of man's word. Now, this is very important for a man to understand that you are not the same as the woman. The woman does not think or have the same capacity or ideology or personality or expression like you. The woman will never express things the way you would. The woman will not have the same personality like you. Now, the reason why we need to have an understanding of the personality of who we're dealing with or who we marry or who we're living with is because we'll be able to create harmony. We'll be able to create unity, oneness with understanding. A lot of people don't know that the crisis that they go through in relationship today is connected to the amount of knowledge about the person that they are in a relationship with. You see, your understanding about the person you're living with or the person you're marrying is so important to the success and the victory of your marriage. And that's why individuality is important in marriage. Of course, we understand that when you get married, you cease to be single. But that is just that has to do with the with the union that it brings. In other words, you are no more on your own, but you are now with somebody and living a life together with somebody. But when it comes to personalities, it comes to character and personality traits, then you have to look at the individuality. You have to focus on the individuality of the person. So that's why we need to know how the woman is wired and how the man is also wired. And with that, we'll be able to understand the way we relate with each other. So, firstly, I want to bring to your notice first, women value love. Women value love, communication, beauty, and relationship. Now, a man must understand this, that the woman that you brought into your life or the woman that you're dating value love. The first thing is love. The woman value love. This is so important. It's so important to know that every woman value love. Now, does it mean that most men don't value love? Of course, men value love, but it is something you need to just know. As a man, you need to know that you have a woman at home who value your love. So she will treasure your love if you will love her. She will value your love if you will love her. It's just a matter of you showing her love. That means loving her. And then she will value that love. A woman will value communication. In a relationship, where this relationship you're in right now with your spouse, she value communication. You cannot deny your spouse or any woman communication because that is major to her. She value it. A woman value beauty and relationship. Relationship here doesn't have to do with the ideology that, oh, I am in a marriage, so she's in a marriage, we are together, so that's relationship. Or I am dating her and we are dating, so that's a relationship. No, this is an attitude of togetherness, an attitude of oneness, an attitude of communion, you see, where you relate constantly. Is way beyond just a relationship like I'm married to her, she's married to me. No, it has to do with relating with each other beyond just being married. Okay, it's a fellowship, sort of like in partnership. You relate constantly. That's what a woman values. She valued to be related with regularly. And a man must understand that. Why? Because you see, it helps to build harmony. It helps to create love, an environment of love. And most family don't understand this. Most men and women don't understand this. So they just leave. They just leave. In other words, they live their life as though it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. It does matter. So understand that. Another thing you want to look at is that women like to spend time supporting, helping, and nurturing one another. Women love it when they spend time to support. So understand that your wife will enjoy the fact supporting you. Your lady, the woman you're planning to get married to, will love the fact of helping and nurturing. It is in our personality. It is in our nature. That's why she was created to be a helper or a helpmate. A helpmate is one who has the capacity to support, the capacity to help, the capacity to nurture. Now, most men have not taken advantage of this quality of their wives and the woman that they intend to marry. Now, this is just understanding the woman that you marry, or this is understanding the woman that you plan to have in your life. Understand that she has she's more investing in supporting you. She will spend her time, invest her time and energy to support, help, and nourish. That is very important. When you know this as a man, it's easy to trust the woman that you have in your life. It's easy to trust her to do things or relate with her the way you would, the way you're supposed to. And that will bring harmony. And I'll talk about more of the things that you need to understand why this is so important in the later points I need to make. But understand this. She needs you to understand that she's there to support you. She's there to help you. She's there to nourish whatever you have to offer to put on the table. She's there to help. It is your responsibility as a man to take that seriously and see that as a unique quality that your woman has. You see, this is so important. Vital truth. Vital truth. So understand this. This is very important. And I'm looking at those of you here now. If you're here, just hit the like button. Watching now, hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. This is your first time of watching this video or joining us. I want you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Now, I want to mention another point that I want you to pay attention to, and that is that most women have the sense of self. Their sense of self is primarily defined to their feelings and the quality of their relationships. I want to say this again. This is so important. It's so important. Very, very important. A woman's sense of self is primarily defined to their feelings, to her feelings, and the quality of their relationships. Listen, the quality of her relationship would define her sense of self, her value of self. I want you to understand that. So this is a very important point as a man to know on how you provide quality relationship with your woman. Quality relationship. If you want to boost the sense of self of your woman, if you want to boost the confidence of your woman, then focus on building quality relationship. Quality relationship. This is so important. This is so important. Quality. Believe me, you need to understand that quality is the key word here. Quality, not just relationship, but quality. Because that will build and enhance her sense of self. How do I put it? The level of our confidence. You see, the level of our confidence, the quality of the relationship. Yeah, the quality of the relationship. This is so important. Very, very important. Very, very important. So work on building quality relationship with your wife, with the woman. Work on building quality relationship. Work on building quality relationship. You need to. You have to. It's a must. If you want to have a woman with the confidence, with sense of self, you see, then you have to work on the quality of your relationship. So she wants that. She likes it. She enjoys that. She wants that to happen. Then another point is women experience fulfillment through sharing and relating. You want your wife to be fulfilled. Do you know why most women complain that they are not fulfilled? They don't enjoy their lives. in their marriage, they seems to be unfulfilled. The truth is not far-fetched. The truth is, most women experience fulfillment through sharing and relating. Oh, this is so important. This is so important. Listen, this is so important. Ah, dear. A woman experiences fulfillment through sharing, and relating. Through sharing and relating. They want to relate. They want to share. See, understand something. This is where she feels fulfilled. This is where it makes sense to her that she's being fulfilled. In this marriage, in this relationship, in this dating that you're in, you want her to be fulfilled, then create a platform for sharing. Create an environment, an enabling environment for her to be sharing, to share. She wants to be part of what is going on in your life. She wants to be part of what is happening in your life. Sharing. And she wants you to be part of what is going on in her life. She wants you to be part of what she's going through. Relating. That's an act of openness. Communication. Relating. That means you want to do something, it should not be coming from a third party to her. You want to, anything is going on in your relationship, in your marriage, it should not be coming from a third party to get to the woman. Otherwise, she will not feel the sense of fulfillment. She still thinks that you are not in the relationship with all of your heart. So in reality, you want to look at the sharing, the ability to let things happen between both of you before anyone else. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're doing, whatever progress you're making, whatever advancement you're making, you want to share. You want her to be involved. And she wants to do the same with you. How important this is to a successful relationship and marriage? Very important. Very, very important. You know, I was sharing recently, I think that video, I haven't posted it. One of the things that makes a relationship suffer in many hands of people is because of the lack of knowledge. A lot of people don't know so much about relationship, about the person that they are dating. You see, most men don't know about women. They don't understand women. Most women don't understand men. Yet they come together in the same roof and pretend to or assume that they know each other. It's so wrong, because at the end of the day, that's where the confusion comes from. It's an assumption. So what happened is, you're not getting the same results. You're not getting the same. See, it's not working. You get it? The result is not happening. The things are not happening the way it should be. In other words, your expectations are not met, because everything is based on assumption. There is nothing like absolute truth about somebody. Knowing the absoluteness. Having what we call the specific, specialized knowledge about your spouse. There's nothing bigger than that. You need that in your life, as a man, as a woman. You need that. Hello, consistent place. You're welcome. You're welcome. So every man must have this understanding that if you are in a relationship, you require a specific, specialized knowledge about your spouse. You need to know the man that you marry. You need to know him, not by sitting him down and asking him, tell me about yourself. All of those things are, we used to do that many years ago. We thought that is the way to know somebody. So we start interviewing them. And guess what they're going to tell us? Assumption, things they don't even know about themselves. Well, I'm like this, I'm like that. And at the end of the day, you find out that most of the things they said they are not. Because they themselves don't even know who they are. They don't know their personality. So it is required for you as a woman and as a man to take time to study the personality of your spouse. Not to know it is to engage in a very terrible journey, terrible, stressful journey in marriage. Believe me, one can decide to choose. You can decide from the beginning what type of marriage you want to have. It's a journey. You can decide. So what I'm sharing with most men, most of you men, especially even men and women today, what I'm sharing with you guys today is so important that you know this. This is so important. Okay. Now let's move on. Understanding that fact, let's move on. Now, another point I want to bring to your notice is that women are more concerned about living together in harmony, community, and loving operations or cooperations. I'll say that again. Women are more concerned about living together in harmony and community. Women love it. They love cooperation. So understand these qualities of women, these personalities of women. If you don't know this as a man of a woman that you marry, you may get angry in most cases when you are going out with your wife and then she have the flair to greet with her, spend time and talk to other people, and then just communicate and relating to other people while you're there. You might feel odd. Or in most cases, that she always, in a quest to always want to know what you're doing, always want to know what is going on with you, or what is going on for you. Because she's concerned about living together. See, she's concerned about harmony. So in most cases, most women, not all of them, most women are less concerned in arguing and causing problems at home than most men would. Most women will like to create an environment of harmony, togetherness. And when if that is understood by a man, it is easy to actually create an atmosphere with agreement with your wife, creating an atmosphere of harmony. That's why when most men light up like this, when they go angry, what you see is that the woman will just go hiding. Sometimes she go quiet. Sometimes she just goes silent. Why? Because she is about harmony. She is about harmony. And most women should understand that this is who they are. This is the kind of personality that they are. So pursue harmony. This is your personality. This is your quality. And then community. That's why you have most women love social activities more than anything. Community. They like to be in church. They like to be in a meeting. They like to be in a group of people. They like to be in the community. They are participating in the communal activities, communal services. being part of what the community is all about in progress, advancement, helping those in the community. Women are geared to that kind of life. Then, if that is true, if you know that about your wife, what she needs is your support, is for you to take those quality and support her. Give her the environment to do more. Now, the reason I'm sharing some of these things with you guys today, and even for the women to know, is because men have the responsibility to create the environment for their women to flourish. Listen, you are there as a man to enable those who are in your life to make progress, to flourish. You see, you are the source of life to everything in your life. That's why God made man before woman. And then God made children have to come after the process. In other words, man will have to meet with the woman for a child to be born. So that means the main source of familyhood is the man. As Antonia said, the woman glows in a home where there is peace. Yes, harmony. That's the key there. Harmony. Harmony. It is so important. It is so key. Guys, share this video. I wanted to share this video to as many people you can share this video with right now. And also hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. Hit the like button because we have a lot of things to share with you on this today. I'm planning to do just one of these videos, and I will share all of these things with you on this video today. It's very important. All right. So women are more concerned about living together in harmony. So take advantage of this, men. Men, take advantage of this. If you want harmony in your life, the woman wants it more than you do. So why not work together? If you want somebody to cooperate with you, the woman you have or you intend to marry have the capacity. She's more concerned about cooperating with you than anyone else would. Why not realize that and take advantage of it, and then make her realize that you are aware about this, and you guys can work together to make things happen in your life. This is so important. This is very important. Then another thing you want to look at is that to a woman, relationships are more important to them than to work and technology. In other words, this world we are in, where we have technology, everything is all computerized, everything is all, everyone is on social media. That is not what is important to them. Of course, we know, like, a huge amount of women are on social media today. They are using this technology. But in reality, the reason why they are there is that they want to sustain a meaningful relationship. The reason why they are there is that they want to actually retrieve and not, they want to get out of it a meaningful relationship. They are concerned more of relationship than work. That's why most women can just really want to stay at home and just relate with their family than to go to work. Or most women rather would talk to you as a husband, spend time with you than to be watching TV. Why? Because this is the character, their personality. But when you are not there as a man to create that relationship, to make that relationship available, then they will turn to work. Then they will turn to technology. For what? For comfort, for solace. And that is, again, very important. something that you need to avoid as a man. You need to take this seriously. Now, another thing is, to a woman or to women, communication is of a primary importance. It's priority and is of primary importance. Communication is of primary importance to a woman. Now, we have been talking about communication. That's true, but this is really the emphasis here. Communication is primary to the woman that you marry. Talking, relating with them, giving them constant ears to listen to, and understanding them, feeling, expressing your concern with empathy and paying attention to them is key. Is key to a happy home. It's key. You need to understand this. Communication is primary. Now, you cannot have a woman or get married to a woman and don't talk to her. In most cases, some of you who are dating right now, you understand that if you don't talk to the woman or man that you're dating with for a couple of, let's say, a couple of days, 1 or 2 or 3 days, it's as though you have ghosted. You know what I mean? It means you have ghosted. You have disappeared. To them, that relationship may just have, come to an end. Or probably you're not serious about it. You're not committed. You're not showing sign of commitment. Because how can you not talk to someone that you said you are in a relationship with within 24 hours? Or even within few, like 8 hours in a day? So communication is key. You say, but my wife works and I work, so we don't have time to talk. We don't have time to call. What are you talking about? Understand something. Communication is very easy to engage. Talking with each other. What happens to a simple text message if you could not call? What about your break time? What about your tea time? What do you do with those time to talk to someone you love? How could you be so busy not to recognize those opportunities? So it doesn't matter how busy you get, even though if you're working in the parliament, you will still have time for tea break. You will still have time for whatever break. That few spots of space of time that you have is a great opportunity for you to communicate with your spouse. Now, that is just in the work base. What about at home? How much time do you spend listening and communicating with your spouse? How much time do you talk about the things that matter to you both? Because this is important to her. A woman wants this. She needs it. That's number 1 point. Then she wants to share their personal feelings. She wants to share her personal feelings. Sharing her personal feelings with you as a man is much more important than achieving any goals or success. Listen, I know to a man, achieving goals and having success is their primary. You see, is very important to a man. That's why I'm giving you the woman version of the whole scenario. So you need to understand the woman that you're with, that this is, though achieving goals and success is about you as a man, is what you are concerned about. But the woman you marry is of the opposite. The woman you're living with or you want to marry have these opposite traits. She rather want to share her feelings with you. She will rather want to talk to you, spend time to talk to you so that you listen, not talking to you so that you will advise her on what to do. No, talk to you so that you listen and then empathize and talk to her and relate with her and communicate. You see, more than you achieving any goals and being successful. Now, that doesn't mean she's against your success. No woman is against any man's. A true woman, a loving, caring woman, will never be against any man's success, especially their man's success. Yes, Antonia said communication is key. Communication is key, and it's so important that men pay quality attention while listening to the wives. Yes, it's very important. Pay quality attention. That's what we're talking about. So, to share their personal feelings with you is important than you achieving your goals. It's important than running to work and say, I'm going to work now. They want to share their feelings with you. But let's assume, let's think about this way. Let's assume that your wife want to share something with you and you are running off to work. You are late for an appointment. What do you do? How do you take that? How do you respond to that? First, pay her attention and recognize that she wants to talk to you. And then here you go. You say, you know what, honey, I know you really want to talk to me about this, but you know what? You need my attention. And for me to pay full attention to you, I will have to be really fully present. But right now, I'm running late for work or running late for this appointment. I won't be able to pay full attention to you while my mind is somewhere else. Please, when I come back, can we schedule a time? I will listen to you and I will spend time with you to hear what you have to say. Now, when you do that, she will be trusting you for more. That means she can trust you to depend on you to share. She will reserve that spot of communication. Whatever she wants to say, she will wait until you come back. She will not listen. This is so important. She will wait until you come back to share it with you. Why? Because you have promised to listen. But what most men do is, oh, this is not the time. This is not the time. No, this is not the time. I can't listen. We can't be talking now. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. No, that's not the way. When you act like that, you turn off that opportunity. You just shut the door in her heart. Next time, she might not be able to find that expression, that momentum, that energy, that's freedom to share anything with you. Next time she'll be hesitant. And the more she's hesitant, the more she shuts her door emotionally against you. Because you see, like I mentioned before, communication is her concern, is her primary thing. She wants it. She wants to share. And that makes her feel valuable. It improves and increases her concern, her relationship. That's the way she feels that she's fulfilled in relationship. That's the way she feels fulfilled. Until she communicates, she might not feel fulfilled in the relationship. So most men need to pay attention to their wives through communication and also by giving them attention, to listen to them and hear them out. Do not listen to her to tell her what to do. Listen to her to empathize with her. Listen to her to empathize, because you see, most women already know what to do before they come sharing their feelings with you, their concerns with you. They already know what to do. The reason they come to share it with you is so that they can have what we call, what I just mentioned earlier on, the relationship. They want to mingle. They want you to be part of what they are doing or what they are going through. Doesn't mean they're asking you for a solution. They just want you to empathize with them. And you can do that if you understand this. So to share their personal feelings, which is so much important than you achieving your goals or running off to work or trying to get all the monies you want in the whole world to make them happy. Money will not make a woman happy. though it does to an extent. But if money is the only thing that should depend, that you think will make her happy, then you'll be missing it. Because in the long run, you discover that the whole money is there, but she's not still happy, and you are not happy either. So it's very important to note this. And, very important. Thank you, Antonio, for sharing that thoughts on the comment section. Now, another thing you want to see that a woman is first thing in connection to what I just mentioned earlier on. Talking and relating to one another is a source of tremendous fulfillment and comfort to a woman. You see, that's why I said she wants to talk to you. A man should understand that a woman wants to share, talk, communicate. Why? Because it's a source of tremendous comfort to a woman. You want to have a woman with comfort, a woman that will look around and say, "Oh, I'm so blessed to be in this home. I'm so blessed to be married to this person." You see, you want that? Then you must learn to talk. Allow her talk, relate to one another. Once in a while, pop into our life, pop into our privacy. You know what I mean by privacy? I mean, when she's at work, when she's doing things, or probably she's away. No, just show up. Pop in our phones. Pop in as a text message or whatever. I mean, just appear in our life whichever way you can. During the day, and then when she comes home, or when you both are home, you come back from work, continue the same thing. Spend time to sit down and talk about what happened at work or what didn't happen. How was your day like? You talk. When you do this, guys, listen, guys, when you do this, you are creating a source of tremendous fulfillment for that woman that you marry. How important this is, I can't overemphasize it. It is so important. If you would try this now, listen, most of you men, and those of you dating, you're in a relationship right now, or you're married, and if you're going through this, there's this agony that is going on in your relationship. There is this, withdrawal syndrome that is going on in your relationship. Everyone seems to be doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Everyone just appears to be, quiet, and just, there's always this syndrome of withdrawing from each other. You know what? If you will implement this thing I'm sharing with you, if you would take advantage of this idea of the personality of a woman, you'll be amazed. What dramatic, in most cases, is an instantaneous change. Instantly, believe me. This is so important. All right. So guys, take this seriously. Now, for a woman, instead of goal orientation like men are, for a woman, she's relationship oriented. You see now? That's why most of the times when you're talking about, oh, we want to achieve this, what I'm trying to build, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to achieve that, I'm trying to make this happen. When you are saying all of that, she's looking at how she's being part of what you're saying. Is she part of it? Are you making her realize that she's involved? Is there a way that she's related to these things? She's relationship oriented. She's a relationship oriented. We need to know that as a man. We need to understand that. This is vital. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask. For those of you watching, like I said, if you're watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button. Don't hesitate to hit the like button also. Remember, when you subscribe, turn on the bell notification so that you will not miss out on anything that we have to share, because we come online every week, almost every day. So we have content for you. And then expect anytime, any day, our content to come to you, because we have a lot of things to share with you. So turn on the bell notification every time when you receive as you sign up. So every time you receive a message, you know that we are online. Okay, very important that you do that. So a woman is relationship oriented, but men are goal oriented. Now, that's just an idea for a woman to know that the man that you marry, the man that you're with, is always goals oriented, achievement oriented. In his mind, the things that are going on in his mind is how to achieve this, how to make this happen, how to make, I mean, he's thinking about goals. In some men, is even higher. You see, the orientation is intense more than some other men, okay? More than some other men. So you need to understand that in most men, it is thicker, is very high. The tension is high. Goal-oriented, minded man. I mean, the rate is high in some men. But in some others, it's not that really a problem. You can always understand that, yeah, they can match. So the problem normally comes in when you have a man who is so ambitious, who is so goal-oriented, highly rated goal-oriented man. If you have that as a husband, well, it's going to be very difficult to come down to your level of relationship orientation as a woman. You have to keep trying to pull him down. And actually, all the time, you have to keep reminding him of things that are related to the relationship, things to do with life and relationship about yourself. Or you have to keep reminding him about the things you need, you have to do, you need as a woman, and all of that. You have to keep reminding him the things he needs to do to you as a woman or do for you as a woman. Because all his life is goals oriented, achievement, success. That's what he's thinking about. You see that? So that again is so important to know the difference. Woman, know that your man, all right, your husband is goal oriented, success oriented, achievement oriented. Right? Whether now understand whether or not you know it before, it doesn't matter. Now you know this is it. And you as a woman, you are relationship oriented. That's your personality. That's who you are. Yes, you want to achieve goals. There are a lot of women that achieve goals and achieve success. That doesn't mean they are not a relationship oriented. No, their primary concern is relationship. I mentioned it before. Remember that. All right, it's very important. Now, another beautiful thing that you want to know about a woman is that every woman are more concerned with expressing their goodness, love, and caring. Women like to express goodness. They like to act on goodness. That's why when you talk about subjects or relating, do things that surrounds the activity of expressing goodness to other people, a woman is more inclined to listen to you. She's connected with it because it's in her personality. A woman would like to express love. And when you talk and addresses issues regarding expressing love, she will connect. You are speaking to her. You are speaking her language. You get it? You are talking to her. She wants you to express love to her. And she wants you to create an environment where she can express that love. She wants you to care for her. And she wants you to create an environment where she can express that care to other people. Or to you, because this is her personality. Most men don't know these things, and that's why you need to take this as a young man or you're a married man. You need to take this and begin to think about them so that you'll be able to put them and apply them in your relationship and see what happens. And I guarantee you, good things will always happen when you put these principles to work. It can only get better. Trust me. It can only get better. It cannot get worse. It can only get better. If you put this principle to work, whatever you are, wherever you are now in your relationship, it can only get better. Trust me. It can only get better. So you need to take that seriously. Now, Another thing that a woman, another personality of a woman is that women are very involved in personal growth. Make no mistakes about it. Women are very involved in personal growth, spirituality, and everything they can nurture, heal, and grow. So here is where a man needs to put a woman to test, or where you can give an assignment for the woman to do. And she will gladly do these things. Why? Because she is involved. That's why you see, when it comes to raising kids, women are more concerned about how their children grow, how they learn, how quickly they become adapt to the society. Women are more concerned because personal growth is their thing. They like it. They want to see other people grow. And most women are more spiritual than most men. You can bet that. Most women are more spiritual than most men because women are more concerned, involved in spiritual things, in spirituality than most men. That is an added advantage. And here is one of the beauty that a man has. When you have a woman that is a praying woman, a woman that is a spiritual oriented woman, is a blessing. Encourage it. So if you are planning to marry a woman now, you need to check her spirituality. Actually, you have to match her spirituality with yours. In fact, your spirituality should be higher than her spirituality. So you want to know that she's spiritually capable, spiritually aware, involved. You need to know that. All right. Then you want to know that she is a woman who likes to learn, a woman who likes to educate herself. That's what I talk about, personal growth. You want a woman who expresses growth by showing interest in learning. Showing interest in learning. So your woman wants to learn. That's what I'm telling you. She wants to learn. How often do you read a book with her? How often do you tell a story or, incite her, inspire her about a certain book or information that will help build your relationship or business or whatever that you think, whatever area that you think they need growth, you see? How do you inspire her to learn? Because she wants to. In most cases, there are some women that don't like to read. They just like to watch videos about that thing. Some, they don't have time to read. Not that they don't know how to read. It's just that they don't have the time. They think it takes more time because they have time to, take care of the children, do other things, go for shopping, cook meal, tidy up the house. They have a lot of activities going on. And they will go to work and put all of these things together. They will not have time to read. But you can create an audio library for them and encourage them to listen while they do other activities at home. Why? Because the woman you marry, the woman you're intending to marry, she's involved in personal growth. She loves to participate in growing. She wants to grow with you. As you are growing as a man, you need to carry along your woman to grow with you. You need to carry her along. Whether socially, spiritually, or emotionally, you need to grow together. And she is very involved in nurturing, in the process of nurturing. So you need to understand that she will be able to stay with you. That's why you find out that most women will stay with a man that is just beginning life. But he has a great potential. He has great future. And he has God-fearing heart. And they know that this man, as long as he has a God-fearing heart, he has great potential. They are willing to stay with this man to grow. They are willing to stay with this man to nurture. You see, stay with this man to grow. So even though there will be times of hurt, there will be times of disappointment, they are there to stay with this man to heal through the process. because women are involved in this thing. This is their personality. You need to know as a man, and most women who do not know this, now you know. You need to know that this is your personality. Take advantage of what you are and live out who you are. That's the only way you can make impact in your life, in the life of your husband, or in the life of your children. This is the way to make impact. So women are very involved in personal growth and spiritual growth and everything that will help them to nurture, heal, and grow otherwise. So create that environment and push the buttons all the time. I've already shown you some examples on how to do it. I've already explained it. Try it and see what happens. If you want your wife to learn certain things, or there are things that you think she's struggling with to learn, sit her down and help her analyze what method of learning can she adapt to. You need to know what method of learning your spouse is used to, and then help in that direction to build that learning process. It's so important. Most women will love it. Now, as a man, understand that women are women always like to improve things. Women always like to improve things. Guys, if you're watching for the first time, this is a live stream. I want you to hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notification button so that you will not miss anything that we bring up anytime. So expect new videos all the time, every week. In addition to that, for those of you who have been watching and also you've already subscribed, and if you haven't turned on the bell notification button, you should turn on the bell notification button, and so you'll be able to receive a notification whenever we upload videos. So if you have any question or comments right now, leave it on the comment section while we are live watching this. And also, if you're watching it as a replay later, I want you to also, you're watching this as a replay, leave your comment on the comment section below. Don't hesitate to do that. Now, I'm sharing with you the personality of a woman, insight into the personality of a woman, the character, the personal traits of a woman. And I'm looking at things that men should know about the woman they marry. They are women. So these are very important things. So women always like to improve things. This is huge. Women like to improve things. So don't be surprised. When you come back home, things are moved, things are shifted. The house is now arranged in a way. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised she's trying to buy you shoes, buy you clothes, or change your wardrobe. Don't be surprised she's trying to tell you things that will make you speak well, do well, behave well, look well, or appear in a way that she feels you need to, because women like to improve things. It is their nature. Listen, when a woman cares about someone, they freely point out what can be improved. Hello, did you hear what I just said? When a woman loves someone and cares about a man, what you find that they are easily and freely point out what can be improved, either in your life, in your work, in your doing, whatever you do around you, even in the house. Don't just think it's only the house thing. No, they want to try to improve things in your life. They want to try and improve things that you do. They would like to suggest how you should do it. Why? Because it is their nature to improve things. Mark my words. It is a woman's nature to improve things. It is in their nature to improve things. So you want something improved? You just got it. You want something improved? Then give it to her. Oh dear. Life can be so sweet and easy if we just understand how it works. Relationship can be so beautiful. Marriage can be so fantastic if you know what to do. You want to improve things. What do you want to improve? Why are you struggling to do it? When you have somebody who already have the potential to improve it. Think about it. Why do you want to stress yourself to improve anything when you have the one that does improve things? Think about it. So that's the beauty of it. I mean, this one doesn't even further explanation. You got it. So take advantage of the person, the quality I mean, take advantage of what you have. And she's willing. Listen, this is her nature. She would be so excited to do these things, improve anything. She would be so excited. This is what makes her fulfilled. You know, when you do this, it means you are relating, you're communicating, you are bonding. It means you trust her. It's an act of love to her. Believe me. Every woman needs that. A man to help them improve things. So you need to allow the environment, enable the environment where you should be able to improve things, make things work, make things work. You want that. You can make things work. She wants to make things work. She wants to improve. That's why it's nothing wrong for a woman to run the business of a family. Make her the manager, make her the one to be in charge, because she will change things for everyone. Let her be. Oh dear. I know some men will kick against this, but let me tell you something. If you haven't tried it, why bother? If you haven't tried it, why try to kick against what you haven't tried? Do you understand? Why not try it first before you kick against it? And if you don't want to, I understand it. But I'm just showing you who she is. I'm just showing you the quality of the man that you have. Believe me. I mean, I'm showing you the quality of the woman that you have. This is who she is. Trust it. She wants to improve things. If you're not dressing the way that she thinks you should be dressing, she wants to improve that too. Trust me. She wants to improve that. Even to the fact that if you're not, eating well, she wants to improve that. Women understand that your man most times need to know these things about you. I'm sharing these thoughts with you guys because I know it's so important that we practice these things, and it will be a great blessing to you. It will change your relationship. I am so confident that these things will change your relationship. It will improve your life, your relationship with your spouse. It will change a lot of things. I'm so confident about this. These are principles. These are personalities. These are uniqueness. The reason a lot of people suffer and go through a lot of problems is because they don't know. You see, when you don't know, you walk in the dark. That's period. You walk in the dark. You experiment with life a lot. You know what the problem with experimentation is? A lot of things go wrong through the period or process of experimentation. Our life is not for experiment, because we only have one life to live. You are not supposed to be experimenting. You need to know absolute knowledge. You need to have it, absoluteness, absolute truth to deal with things, so that you will not experiment with anybody's life. Life is valuable. You could experiment with jobs. You could experiment with try doing a business. You could experiment with all of that. You could experiment with your money. That's not a problem. But don't experiment with life, with human being, with another person. You don't want to experiment with another person. So don't live your relationship with assumption. Don't live your marriage life with assumption. Experiment and try to make things, oh, this is how it works. No, don't do that. All right, let's move on quickly. Another point I want to make here is that to a woman, offering men advice and constructive criticism is an act of love. Now, this has been most times confused with a lot of other subjects about men don't need to be talked to or men don't need to be advised. And like I did a video one time when I said women don't tell men what to do. All right. Now, the reason I use that word or that phrase is because, you see, most women don't know how to talk to men. You see, they don't know how to ask men questions. They don't know how to suggest things to men. They don't even know they are supposed to be suggesting, not demanding. So in most cases, women demand. Women advise by demanding, or they advise by condemnation. So they either advise the man by condemning the man or advise the man by demanding from the man. It's like commanding him to do things. You see, you need to mark that word, commanding. That means you're telling the man, do this. You have to do this. You should do this. You must do this. Man doesn't like to be commanded. It is not the woman's position to command any man. But listen to this. What you must do as a woman, if you want to offer any advice to your man, it has to be constructive. Because if it is not constructive, it will not be acceptable. Listen to this. I said to a woman, offering men advice and constructive criticism is an act of love. But most women don't offer advice with constructive criticism. They just remove the word constructive and they criticize. So they give advice to men with criticism. And they wonder why their advice is not accepted or the man rejects their advice. And when your advice is rejected, I know how you feel as a woman. You feel that you are not cared for. You feel unloved. Because when your advice is accepted by your man, you feel that you're being loved. But it's because of the way you are giving the advice. Not that men doesn't like to be advised by their wives or women. No, men wants to be advised. They like it. But when you learn how to give constructive criticism, or when you learn to give constructive advice, suggestions in a way, you will be able to have all the time your man listen to you and take your word for it. So it is not about what you say, it is how you say it. Do you understand? So in most cases, most women offer advices to men that are not with constructive criticism. So the man rejects their advice. And what? They feel, oh, how could this man turn my word? That means he doesn't even care. That means he doesn't even love me. Yeah, I understand that feeling. That's how the women feel. Now, to you as a man, understand that when you take advice from your wife, she sees it as an act of love. But the woman must understand that taking advice from you, from the man, a man taking advice from a woman must be an advice with constructive suggestion, or constructive criticism. It's so important. Don't criticize bluntly. Don't condemn and trying to give advice. Don't condemn their effort first before you give advice. Most women are very, very used to that. They like to condemn the man's work or the man's effort before they advise. Let's say, for instance, this is the first time that your husband is hovering the house. He's trying to hover the entire house, right? It's dirty, and then he hovers the house while you are not around and out of service. Then when he's done, he's expecting you to be very happy and surprised. And then you come back home, for instance, wherever you were, and you come back home and you discover that, oh, the house has been hovered, all right. And then, and it looks like, wow, now here you go. And then you act as though you didn't notice. And then the man says, did you notice anything in the house? It's clear in the house. And then, yeah, I can see. I've been waiting for you to actually do this. I was wondering when you would do this, when you're going to act like this. You finally hover the house. I'm very grateful. You finally do it. What? First, you have criticized him. That is not constructive. That is bad criticism. And at the end of the day, then you start picking up, oh, next time, please, if you're going to hover again, just try and put this over there, do this under the chair. The under chair is not done properly. And then you're trying to do that. You think next time there's going to be next time? There won't be any next time. That's just on the playing field, because most men will not hover the house anyway. Let's say about the business. The man has been trying to fix things in his business, and you want to give an advice. And then before you know, you say, you know, the reason I'm not trying to give an advice is because, you see, the last time you did this, you say you were going to do this. I say you should not. And the thing, we got into trouble. So now I'm just trying to tell you, please listen. Oh, please try and listen. And what's that? How are you going to then? Okay, listen. Then is that how you're going to give? He's not going to listen. You may say anything, he won't take it, because that is not constructive. So if you're giving a man an advice, you have to be very constructive in your presentation. You have to be very, very constructive. And you always tend to suggest because you want to. Man need to understand that every woman in their life wants to support by suggesting advice, giving constructive advice, because when they do, and when their advice as a woman is being taken on board and used and practiced and put to work, and it produces result, they respond to it as an act of love. They see it as an act of love. You see, they see it as an act of love. So it's so important for a man to know that. Now, when it comes to men, it's a very different ball game. Men are solution oriented. I already mentioned that before. So to men, if something is working, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Let it work. It's working, then why should you touch it? If it is working, then leave it alone. So let's say the business is working. The family is okay. The children are all right. Everything is going on well. The man will say, don't touch it. Don't change it. Why would you want to change it? Leave it alone. I think we are fine. I think we are doing well. Leave it alone. Because woman, as she is, she wants to improve things. Women love to improve things. But the man says on his own, this thing is working, leave it alone. Why change it? So when you come with an idea for improvement, an idea for development and progress, you need to be careful how you present it to your man. You need to be careful how you present it to your man. And that is very important, because in his mind, why would you want to touch what is working? Leave it alone. In his mind, So what you do is to suggest, is to bring that advice or that improvement idea, okay, with critical suggestion. I mean, it had to be in a way that he will, you know, that he's going to accept it, which is very important. Very, very important. So this is key to that relationship success that we're talking about. So when it comes to a woman, when a woman tries to improve a man, he thinks she's trying to fix him. So when it comes to improving your man, you need to be careful, because to a man, you are trying to fix him. Men in general doesn't like to be fixed. So stop trying to fix your man. Every time you make an attempt to improve him, he receives a message on his mind: I'm broken. Is it because I'm broken? Is there anything broken in my life? Do I need to be fixed? Is there anything that needs to be fixed? What is she trying to fix in me? Am I broken? But that's not the way she thinks it, because a woman just likes to improve things, and she wants to do it for love. If she cares about anybody, if she cares about anyone, she would like to improve whatever that person is involved in. So understand this. As a woman, know that anytime you try to improve or advise your man or any man in your life, they feel humiliated. So I want you to understand, they feel humiliated. So it is also a thing that you need to understand in trying to help him grow. Okay? Because first, your intention is to help him grow. You have the mind of free cost. You want to just help him grow, but he's not thinking that way. So that's why I'm sharing these thoughts, so that men will know that whenever a woman come around like that to improve them, knowing that they are trying to help you grow. See, their aim is to help you grow. Their goal is to help you grow. So when they are rejected, when a woman is rejected from advising and trying to improve you, she feels humiliated. She feels broken. She feels rejected. But you know that this is how she is. She wants to improve. She wants to help you grow. And because she wants to help you grow, then you should be able to see this personality in her and encourage it. It's very important. It's very, very important. All right. So this is how it should go. As a woman, I would like you to give up trying to advise your man all the time, because that has led to a lot of problems. If you want to advise your man, you have to really go through a critical, and when I mean critical thinking, you have to go through a critical thinking, and then you want to do it with so much understanding of how he is going to respond, because you don't want to do it as though you're commanding him. You don't want to do it as though you are criticizing him. All right, you want to do it in a way that spells out your love for him, that you really care to improve whatever he's doing. And that's number one, you need to know. Because when a woman lacks this understanding of the nature of a man, because this is how men are wired, all right, and you may end up offending yourself, or you may end up getting hurt at the end of the day. So the man will get hurt, the man will get offended, and you will get hurt, you will get offended, and the whole house is in a mess. You know what I mean? So you got to know these things as a woman. And also, men, you got to know these things. These are very important. I have shared with you today in fact, the very, very important things that you need to know about a woman. These are the top personalities of a woman, the top personality traits of a woman. If you know this and use them and apply them and encourage them, you'll be having a very, very, very fulfilled, happy woman. Guess what? It is something that we are all practicing. We are all practicing it. No one is perfect in this thing. You got to work on it. The consciousness of it is the key. Know that these things are there and find the opportunity to put them to work. So I believe you guys have enjoyed this live stream today. Probably you watching a replay. I believe you enjoyed it. Hit the like button for the first time if you are watching, and also turn on the bell notification. You know, it's very important that we do that so that you don't miss anything. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you all. I gladly appreciate you. Now, if you want to support our channel, anytime you want to support our channel or you want to support what we're doing, like this powerful information that has just been shared, and you wish like you want to support us, you see on the chat, live chat section, at the bottom of it, you see there is a dollar sign there. If you click on it, you can buy any sticker or do a super chat to us directly on the live stream anytime if you want to support what we're doing. I encourage you to do that because that's the only way we keep our YouTube channel live and running. So I encourage you to do that. Anytime you click on that live, if you're on live, you're watching live, or we're doing a premiere video, you just come on there, click on that dollar sign. After making your comment, you can actually order a super chat, send an unrelated super chat or like a super sticker right there automatically. And if you click on it, it will be able to give you different sizes, different super chat that you can do. And then if you want to support our channel, I encourage you to do that anytime, any day that we're live or doing a premium live stream. All right. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. I really, really do. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to leave your question right on the comment section below. And also, if you want to join our special group, which is our Patreon network, I want you to look the description below this video. You will see the link to the Patreon network. So join our Patreon and let's join the group. Let's say there's so much we can learn privately outside YouTube, and we are trying to create a community. We'll be offering a lot of online seminars and teachings and tips that will help grow and build a successful relationship and marriage life. And then in that platform or group, we share a lot about their personal issues and how to resolve them. And we'll talk about a lot of things that are really personal, which we don't obviously do live on YouTube. So join the group as well. I encourage you to. Thank you guys for watching. Antonia, thank you for being there. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you also, Consistent Plays, for popping in. I really appreciate you guys. You know what? If you're watching it again, this video, I didn't mention your name. Thank you for watching it. And also, I encourage you to share this video with as many people as you would love to share the video with. Now, remember, there are a lot of videos we have in the content below. We have, if you go to our channel, there are a lot of videos you can watch right there that will help you understand what we do. It's very important that you look at those videos. Go to the video streaming, what do you call it? Go to the playlist section of our video. You'll be able to see a lot of content there that you can actually use, and it will be a great deal that you look into the content, because what we have there, they're unique informations that will help you grow, help you maximize the opportunity in your relationship. And that's awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you again in another video. Until then, have a wonderful a wonderful evening. Bye for now.